Imagine this. It's a perfect audio world. You have complete control over every frequency that enters your ears. The bass doesn't bleed, the vocals don't shout, and the treble doesn't pierce. This level of control, specifically parametric EQ, has recently been the headline feature of the Sennheiser HDB 630. And the hype? It was entirely deserved. But here is the reality check. That level of control costs $500. That is not accessible, and frankly, it defeats the purpose. The whole point of EQ is to unlock premium sound quality without having to liquidate your savings account. So what if I told you that you could get a noise-canceling, over-ear headphone with full parametric EQ for under $100? I'm talking about the redemption arc of the year, the Moondrop Edge. I'm going to be honest, I really did not like this headphone when it launched, but with a new firmware update, everything has changed. This is the story of how a software patch turned a failure into a contender. Let's get into it. To understand why this update is such a massive deal, we have to look at the current landscape of wireless audio. When Sennheiser released the HDB 630, I praised it heavily. Why? Because they gave users parametric EQ inside the app. If there are any manufacturers watching this right now, Sony, Bose, Apple, please take notes. This is what we need. But praising a $500 headphone for being good is easy. The real challenge is bringing that pro-grade utility down to the streets. The Moondrop Edge, with this new firmware, effectively becomes a budget HDB 630. It's a bold claim, especially considering the mediocre performance and quirks that plagued this headphone initially. But consistency matters. If I'm going to applaud a flagship for implementing the most important feature for sound quality, I have to give the same credit to the underdog. Parametric EQ is the key. It is the tool that unlocks sound quality, even for headphones that don't sound very good out of the box. And trust me, the Edge needed unlocking. Let's rewind to my initial experience with the Edge. Before this update, there were two catastrophic issues that made it a hard pass. First, the sound signature. It was shouty and undeniably dark. We're talking about massive ear gain up to 3 kHz, followed by a steep treble roll-off. To put that in perspective, imagine listening to a snare drum that doesn't snap, but instead barks at you, or a female vocalist who sounds like she's singing through a megaphone directly into your ear canal. Everything is pushed forward, destroying depth. The sound shouts at you, but has no air. It's that nasal pressure that leads to listening fatigue incredibly fast. It wasn't just colored, it was genuinely difficult to listen to. The second problem was mechanical. The frequency response on the Edge is highly variable. Your experience depends entirely on your head size, ear shape, and how well the pads seal. For some people, it might sound mostly okay. For others, it can sound absolutely terrible. And for my head shape, it leaned toward the latter. It was a roll of the dice I couldn't recommend. But this is where the story pivots. Earlier this year at Munich High End, I randomly connected with the Moondrop team. I didn't sugarcoat it. I told them about the shoutiness, I told them about the variance. Their response was simple. Parametric EQ will fix all of this. At the time, it felt like marketing deflection, but fast forward to today, they actually delivered, and surprisingly, it works. So yes, the Edge is good now, but navigating this feature requires finesse. This isn't as simple as dragging a bass slider. When you open the app, you're greeted with preset sound profiles like neutral balanced or bass boosted. Here's the first trap. These presets already have EQ applied internally. If you start adjusting from there, you're stacking EQ on top of EQ. You need to understand the baseline. To properly fix this headphone, you must disable the presets and work from the raw parametric EQ state. And keep in mind, the baseline changes when ANC is enabled. If you're serious about tuning, you must account for that. Now let's talk about the limitations. You have a restricted boost range. You can't just add 10 decibels of treble to fix the darkness. Instead, you have to think in reverse. This is subtractive EQ. In the digital domain, 0 decibels is your ceiling. Go above it and you introduce digital clipping, distortion that ruins music. Many consumer apps hide this by automatically lowering volume, but the Moondrop app doesn't. It gives you raw control. That means you need to be smarter than the app. You only get 5 filters. Unlike desktop software with unlimited bands, here you have 5 bullets and each one matters. The strategy is simple but effective. Use your first filter as a wide band adjustment. Drop the entire frequency range by 3 to 4 decibels. This creates headroom, a manual negative preamp. From there, you can shape the sound without hitting the digital ceiling. For example, fixing that 3 kHz shout requires precision. You don't want to kill vocals, you just want them to sit properly in the mix. A narrow cut with a sharp Q value removes the pain point without destroying energy. This is the difference between graphic EQ and parametric EQ. You're no longer guessing, you're performing audio surgery. Because fit varies so much, there's no universal perfect preset. You must tune based on how the headphone fits you. But from my experience, dark, shouty, and fatiguing, this approach transformed the Edge. Is it perfect? No. I still want more filters, but it takes the Edge from a headphone I genuinely disliked to one that is competitive in today's market. Does it beat the Sennheiser HDB 630? No. The HDB 630 still offers better baseline tuning, more freedom, and far superior build quality. It feels like a $500 product. The Edge still feels like a budget headphone. But if you care about value, if you want maximum sound quality per dollar, the Moondrop Edge is now absolutely on the shortlist, provided you're willing to put in the work. This update represents something bigger than one product. We're at a tipping point in consumer audio. Parametric EQ is no longer optional. It's a competitive advantage. There is no excuse for products launching without it in 2025 and beyond. Brands often claim they need to protect their house sound, that users will mess it up and blame the hardware. That's outdated thinking. Users are smarter now. We want tools. We want control. Sennheiser did it. Moondrop did it. Now it's time for the rest. Sony, Bose, Apple, to follow suit. The Moondrop Edge isn't the best headphone in the world. It's quirky. It's variable. The app has limits. But under $100 with full parametric EQ, it becomes a powerful tool for anyone willing to learn. If you want to debate EQ, share settings, or argue frequency response, you know where to find me. Until next time, keep tweaking, keep listening, and I'll see you later.